Welcome to the Perth Turf Talk preview show. I'm Nathan Jaskola and with me is Jason Cheetham from Ascot Bookmaking. How are you, Jace?
Very well, Nathan. Thank you for asking.
Good to see. Alright, we'll kick off with race number 1 as per usual. 3-year-old 1,000 metre race. What are your thoughts here, mate?
Normally you do start off with race 1.
We normally
so it's good to start off on the right note. It's a good race. Actually, it's a very good race, and don't be surprised if there's an upset here. I just don't know what it would be. Shady Bet's opened up favourite on the tote, on the fixed odds pre-post, I should say. Now I sound like a normal preview person, don't I? 9-10 is second favourite. I actually like Ermila Dane.
Really?
Yeah, and you knew that, so don't act surprised when you knew that already. Last run was horrible. First up, I liked this run's last campaign. I like this run with Karrakatta, and I'll give it a chance. Saxon Coast can improve if it goes forward. And in mind, I'm a fan of the horse. I just think all these horses are quite close together, and I'd be laying the shorties and hoping for a result in this race. Nathan, what are your thoughts on this first event?
I think 9-10ers will go to the front with the rail back to true, and I think they'll struggle to catch it.
So, if the rail wasn't back to true, would he have trouble getting to the front?
Yes.
I see. Alright. Look, it's an interesting race. It wouldn't surprise me if any of these horses won the race, to be honest. And
it is pretty wide open, yeah.
Yeah, Saxon Coast can go forward. Demimond over race last start sitting, he might lead. Absolute Cracker led at his only start. Red Hot Sax can lead, so there's a lot of horses that can lead. So it's a big assumption to think 9-10 will go straight to the front.
It's just my feel, my gut feel with this one.
And no doubt there'll be good money for the horse. There was very good money for it last start. We'll be laying it.
Alright. Race number 2. Another small field, a field of 6. Hide the Loot backs up after winning last week. Big Ted, good run in the family. What are your thoughts?
No pace here, and indicative of these small fields recently. Big Ted is a horse that needs a bit of pace on. He does jump okay. Excuse me. I think Philby might, if he jumps out okay, he can go straight to the front, they won't beat him. If he leads or races in the first 2...
He's probably the only one that could lead, I reckon.
Yeah.
On form anyway.
Estiardo used to go forward many moons ago when it had blinkers on. But it's not racing well at all, contrary to other people's beliefs. Philby, if he jumps in the first 2, will win this race. He's probably too short in the market though. Hyderloop can sprint, he can sprint. He's got a good sprint on him. If he sits handy, and Sean Mears did the right thing last start.
Yeah.
He actually, rather than sat back, he went around them wild with cover.
Yeah.
And got himself in the race. That probably won in the race. So if he's in the first 4 as well, he's a chance. But I'm a big fan of this Philby. He raced a bit keen last start. If he races in the first 2, he'll win. Big Ted's the only other horse I think can win, but I don't know if he's going to be suited with a lack of pace on the rail.
Yeah. Unless he Fishy takes off early and puts himself into the race before the turn, basically.
Yep, draw one small field, whether he gets a chance to do that, I don't know. But it's a definite chance, very good run first up.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm not convinced he's a stayer. I think they should keep this horse to around a mile. Yeah.
Alright.
But we'll see.
Alright, race number 3. Another 3-year-old, 1,300 metres. Pretty wide open race again, I reckon.
Yes, they backed full clip pre-post, or 4 for 380. Again, that doesn't mean much pre-post, I suppose.
Yeah.
Very good run last start. My concerns with this horse are blinkers on last start at 1,000. Jumped just okay, and then raced keenly once the horse went around him.
Yeah.
Ran on very well. Brownie got stuck into him, and he I think it'll be a good form race. Modelo Rebel Call, very nice horses.
Yeah.
However, up to 1,300 metres, blinkers still on. I think he's going to be pulling here. I think he's going to have to go forward, and I don't know, based on how the horse runs, whether that will suit him.
Well, is there much other pace?
Well, Rucksack led at his first start. Harley had a good look around several times in that race before she crossed.
Yeah.
Blinkers on this horse after leading last start. May go forward, may lead again. So full clip may go to the front, but even the way he raced last start, he hasn't raced past 1,000. He's now gone to 1,300 metres.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a risk in my market. I like the top 3, to be honest. Full Courage, Keystone Rose, Private Business.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd like Keystone Rose, Private Business based on the horses they've been racing against, but when he did the form lines, actually comes out quite well. So I like those two. 4K definite chance. Palmdale some hope as well. Ben Bombay not impossible.
So the market's probably about close to right.
Yeah, private business looks too long for mine. Full clip looks too short.
Yeah.
The rest look okay, I think, but it's a hard race, Nathan. I could get it very wrong again, and be reminded by someone when I get it very wrong again.
Race number 4, 68 plus staying race. Small field, Chester Road, just wins, doesn't he?
Never say just wins, because you're always copping up the collar when you say that, Nathan. However, having said that, very good win last week, and again, not much pace apparent in the race, but you've got horses that can go around them. Classy Clan, China Causeway, Speedy Mac. Soundbear has even gone forward before, so there should be enough pace at some stage to make it a decent sewing test. And Chester Road on that basis looks the hardest to beat, yes. Often be Jules. It's been running good races, but I think Chester Road impresses me more. Malika last start, a bit lucky to win. I think it was a bit early on Sound Barrier, Brownie, and probably cost it the race.
Yep.
Place chance, both those horses. But Chester Road for me looks the one. In the two is probably about right, and probably should be winning. Whether it just wins or not, I don't know.
That's enough for me. Race 5, 1,000 metre race, the unbeaten return to Rio. Renee Forrest takes the ride, claims 3.
Claims 3, I haven't seen. I've seen one replay of this horse. It looks impressive, and been winning quite easily at his last 2. Ravar Boy's quite a nice horse.
It is a big step up in grade from what he's been meeting.
Yeah. Having said that, a lot of those horses aren't Saturday horses. The Celebration Girl, in my opinion, is overrated. Had every chance last start, couldn't run a place in that race. Ends up in weight again. Jaskola, good run last start, back to 1,000 is a chance. New Time freshened up to 1,000 is a chance.
Dance Studio,
Dance Studio
last week.
Always over races. Did again last week. If it settles one day, it might improve. Done him one time, very very speedy. Return to Rio looks to be a definite chance. Whether it should be 240, what it is now, I don't know. New Time under $4, maybe not. Japalude for mine's a bit of each way value, but I haven't done the 4 in the race yet. But they're the 3.
Yeah.
Diamond's 8 wasn't a bad one too first up, though they all finished very close together in that the race that Barracky was scratched in. So be careful of that.
Yeah. Well, Dance Studio, there does seem to be plenty of pace in this. So if it over races back to the 1,000 metres, backing up, it's not going to get keen, I don't think.
Not going to get keen, no. But I couldn't be on it. But it wouldn't surprise me if it improved.
Yeah.
Like some of the races tomorrow, it may just be a case of the favourite looks liable, but may just win.
Like a couple of weeks ago, where the first 6 favourite ones.
That's right. I was trying to remove that from my memory now. But thanks for that.
All right, race number 6. Scratching here of On the Carpet. Lucky Grey, $3.40 to $1.90. Some big money for this early.
Big money. And if you look at the form, he's had 5 starts for 3 wins. He's run second to Playing God, 4th the big hold up when he drew wide and came from a mile back.
Yeah.
Could almost say he should be unbeaten if he hadn't met Playing God. So he deserves to be favourite, whether he deserves to be odds on is a different thing. Probably shouldn't have been $3.40, and for those who got all good luck. But $2 is very short. Rebel Fury, I'm forgiving his last run. He over-raced in front, went hard. If he settles...
Well, they haven't broken 110 at Belmont all season, and he's run 109.
Yeah.
Well, the winner did anyway, so...
And watching the race, you wouldn't have thought they were going that hard, but he'd sweat up quite badly. It looked like he'd running before the race, so...
Yeah.
I'm forgiving him. And Ginsberg, fresh, with pace on. You've got free time and Classy Nugget, a bit of pace. Definite chance Ginsberg at the weight. So, though Lucky Grey should be favourite, it should be probably in the 2s. Wouldn't surprise me to see Rebel Fury or Ginsberg upset.
Well, Ginsberg's last 3 runs in particular were very good last prep. Where he beat New Image, New Image was probably a little bit unlucky in that race. The Batavia Sprint, I think Sean Mears from memory went around him from about the 800 metre mark, and Henry the horse, he would probably be winning a race like this. So
yeah, that's a very fastly run race. That race Henry horse won because Megon Miss was taken on Wolf Dreams, I think.
Yeah, both of them were hammer and tongue the whole way.
Foxy Boy ran second, Ginsberg flew on around 3rd. So small field, free time will go hard. definite chance. Probably shouldn't be that long.
What about the bookies horse, Russell Road?
Russell Road, I think he's probably met. This is probably a bit hard for him, but then again, he is down the weights. Hopefully he can bring it home again, Nathan. Up on the rail in the last drive will be nice. But it'll be harder with this race. I don't think it's the same class as Lucky Grey Ginsberg and the Rebel Fury on his day. So.
Alright. Race number 7, 1600 metre race. Paul Harvey replaces Ben Kennedy on Triple Ken.
Okay, you've got Rabatoni, the unbeaten Rabatoni. No, it's not unbeaten, sorry, got beaten first up. A short price favourite, 220, shouldn't be that short, I'm afraid. The horse that's beat Melody Lady wouldn't even start under double figures in this race. Though I won quite well. And obviously the sister, was it the brother, the other one that's Montiara.
Half sister.
Half sister's unbeaten, so a bit of bloom around the camp. Definite chance. Senor Gama, very, very impressive last start. They went decent pace in that race, sat wide no cover.
Yeah.
Kept coming, and just got up in the last stride. Very good win, up to a mile, well suited, drawn well, should be decent pace. You've got Kim Coyne, Fortescue Flyer can go forward, Doubtable can go forward. So I'd be tipping an upset perhaps here, said Senor Gama. Maybe upsetting Rubatoni. Doubtable's not a bad horse either. I'd be giving that some sort of chance. Fortescue Flyer, disappointing last start.
Yeah, it was very disappointing last start, wasn't it?
Race outside the leader. Well, there you go. Race outside the leader in Graydon Gray's race. Got beaten a length and a half. Senor Gama ran 3/4 of the length slower time in that race, winning, but sat wide no cover.
Yeah.
So very hard to see Fortescue Flyer beating Senor Gama on that basis.
Yeah.
Robertoni, definite chance, but too short for mine.
Doubtable, probably the value horse in the race.
Your sexual orientation, Doubtable, Nathan, I hear, but could be an upset. Doubtable, definitely. Beat Athena's mum easily, led all the way. It came to town and ran a very good race. It's a Bill Road by 3 1/4.
Yeah.
And West Run for Kevidon, when it gets to the front and rolls along, it's very hard to beat.
And that's exactly what he did at Northern.
Yeah.
Led him
so, Doubtable, not impossible.
Alright. The last, a full field of 12. Biggest field of the day.
A full field of 12, yes. Rafferty, no luck last week, wasn't going to win anyway, I'm sorry.
Blinkers go on.
Blinkers on, drawn well, fishy on. The only concern is lack of pace here. This should be very hard to beat. They've already backed it from 350 to 310. Expected to firm further.
Yeah.
And will be very hard to beat, but it will be a risk, I think, at the price again, just because of the type of horse it is. It's hard to find a horse that look to beat it though. Naku Panda had every chance last week and just battled on to 4th place.
Yeah.
Galumbo needs to go forward in this race, and should do from the barrier. That's his best chance of winning. Is to lead or sit in the breeze. Pintada Prince. Nucky's gone off this to ride Mickey Drippin. So he's drawn by Paddy Carberry, some sort of hope I suppose, but you look at the form when you come back to Rafferty, being favourite and being very hard to beat.
Infinite Star's been racing well at Kalgoorlie.
Yeah, I don't watch some of those races in Cal, Nathan, so I'm not a big clued up on that, but obviously the Son of Biscay, Revy J form their city horses at their best, so has to be some sort of hope. Dongaron, Felicity Ives off. Some sort of chance, but I couldn't commit until I watched the replays. Did race behind Monteghetti back in August and got beaten 2 3/4, so on that run, hard to see it figuring, but I'd have to go back and watch the replays. Rafferty should be favourite, should be hard to beat. Galubo needs to go forward, a bit of a chance of beating it.
Alright, so what are your bet suggestions or your value runners for the weekend?
Bet suggestions for Saturday.
Ermela Dane.
Oh, I don't expect it each way. The camp goes well fresh, it's got ability, small field will suit, there's a bit of pace, might get the last shot at him.
Might not.
Might not get the last shot at him, but might. Ooh, it's getting tough, Nathan.
Chester Road.
Chester Road should be hard to beat. I'd be having a spec on Ginsberg.
Yeah,
each way in that race to upset Lucky Grey,
yeah.
First up. In terms of best bets, it's hard to find the best bet. Oh, and Tenure to Garma each way. I think it's a good bet in
Alright.
race 7.
No worries, good luck punters, and see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in.